All right. I had a really good talk today with this wonderful person named Nancy in the garden down here at Esalen. And we were working in the garden together and got to chatting. And I realized that I want to put more content out about how gardening is a spiritual practice. I don't know if I ever really think about my spiritual practice, but I do know that I feel some spiritual uplift when I'm, got my hands in the dirt. I don't have to just be cultivating the ground or anything. I could be looking at the hillside. Like, for instance, one of the common complaints about the Big Sur coast is how many invasive plant species make up the chaparral, and how negative. Invasive is such a pejorative term. Why be so judgmental? Is this all one planet, or is this planet segregated by arbitrary borders? See? I mean, I really don't think we need to get upset about a plant that took a role in another place. People think that there's a right way. This is the number one problem I have with humankind, is the one right way. If you are into nonviolent communication, Marshall Rosenberg would say that if you're living in a state of judgment, that there's a right and a wrong, then you're missing out on the sweetness of life. So when we look at the landscape, the garden, nature, a park, hell, just downtown San Francisco with trees stuck in little squares in the sidewalk, we get a feeling. It's usually here, might be here, might come up, might feel it in our throat, might feel it behind our eyes, might get this feeling, right? When you see something where you feel awe. If you have awe-inspired response, that's a spiritual experience. It's not a material experience. You are not thinking this up and strategizing it. It's autonomic. It's instinctual. It's a deeper part of yourself crying out. That's what horticulture is all about. That's what landscape architecture, any architecture, that's all it's all about. The built environment. It's about awe, evoking a feeling. That's what music's all about. People create music to evoke a feeling in the audience, maybe in themselves as well. Maybe they're expressing something in a language that they hope other people understand. When we let a tree just be a tree, Monterey cypress. Anybody remember the new genus for this? I think it's Hespocyparis or something like that. Still, you can't name it and change it and own it. You can't. It's a tree that gives you a certain feeling. Whenever I look at a tree like that, I think I feel something. And this one's heavily pruned too. Still, we prune trees. Look at bonsai, look at hedges, look at topiary. In Japanese gardening, there's all manner of different kinds of pruning. Old school artistic pruning. Some people say it's wrong to hedge trim a plant. Here you go, right and wrong. You cannot be at peace and find joy in this world if you're busy labeling things wrong. As I don't know if Marshall Rosenberg said this or not, but once you take responsibility for what is right and what is wrong at any level, you are now stepping into God's shoes. You're now saying that you know everything that is right and how everything should be. And I can back this up. We're talking earlier today about interdependence. Everything is touching everything on this planet and in this universe. But on this planet, you know, the tree grows into the soil. The soil's held up by the roots. And on that goes. I don't need to spell it all out. But everything's interconnected. So if I say this is the wrong tree, then what it's doing is wrong, maybe, or right. I'm going to have to, you know, if somebody says, well, why is it wrong? And I think I know the answer, then they're going to ask the very childlike question, well, why is that wrong? And why should it be that way? Everything is connected. You know, they say you want to get to the bottom of any issue, ask why 5 times, because everything is interconnected. When we talk about 7 degrees of connection to Kevin Bacon, it's because once you get 7 degrees of connection, a weasel, a weasel, hang on, we got to do this. Okay, a weasel just came up out of that gopher hole. I'm so sorry that I couldn't film it. It was the most beautiful weasel. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna have to like see what we can do here about filming Mr. Weasel, because like the weasels eat the gophers. Oh my gosh, he came up from right here. Right there, he popped up and he popped down like right over there. He has got to come up. He's gonna run around and find this gopher. They just are gopher eating maniacs. This is the natural predator. Nancy and I were talking about the natural system that's out of whack when we have gophers everywhere. It's because we got rid of the weasels. Oh, and that's why I think there's magic in this world, because just over there earlier today, we were talking about pests usually mean you've got a thing out of balance. Gophers don't have a lot of predators anymore. And I was saying because we got rid of the badgers and the weasels. But here, oh, I wish he would come up. There's a big, beautiful weasel. Could have even been, I don't think we have ferrets here. Could have been, I don't know. I mean, there's many things in the weasel family that aren't probably called a weasel. There's martins and stoats and ferrets and all this stuff. So we're gonna hopefully find this guy. It was beautiful. His skin was, that could have been him or her, whatever. Their skin or fur was like light tan. Oh man, I really hope it comes up with a gopher in his mouth. Okay, I'm back under my Monterey cypress. You sit still long enough, you see stuff you've never seen before in your life. I have never seen that. Oh, there he is. Okay, please, let me catch. There he is. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I should zoom in. Look at him or her, them little there. Oh, what a cute little weasel. Please jump out of the hole. Oh, look it. They're looking right at me. I'm so excited. Probably gonna duck back down. Oh my gosh. Please do some weasel stuff. I was just telling Nancy. There he goes. Come on. Next hole, please. Oh man. In all my life, I've only seen one other kind of weasel. This might be a ferret. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's rare. It's predatory. It's smart. I know they even eat rabbits. I was telling Nancy, and then here we are. Never in my life have I seen this, and I've been outdoors plenty, and I pop back down. So this has been happening a lot more and more in my life, that things come up, and then the thing we were talking about happens. So, serendipity, synchronicity, interconnected things. I've been like reading or watching videos on quantum physics and entanglement, things like that. This is a magical world. Oh, there he is. Pop back up. Should I pause and try to film him? Okay, I will. Okay, there he is. Come on, show up for the camera. Show off for the camera, little dude. I'm just gonna go with dude. Oh, you're so cute. I'm sorry, I'm just like, I want to pet it. Oh my gosh, there he goes. Oh, back down, back up. Oh, come on, go for it. Make your move, little weasel. I know he's like so sketched out because he's also food. Hawks would eat a weasel. Great natural gopher control. Well, the weasel is definitely scared to come out. Let me wrap this up. If you're in the garden, magic is going to happen. If you calm and mellow, pulling weeds is one of the best things. Pulling weeds is one of the most cathartic things you can do. Sit and pull weeds. The magic of the world will start to unfold. And if you don't detect the magic, stick with it. Somebody asked me, what's the way to become a good gardener, a green thumb? I said, kill a lot of plants. Not intentionally, kill a lot of plants. Mess up a lot of times. You're gonna be in the garden a long time. You're gonna hand water, you're gonna hand weed. You're gonna try tools and tricks that you find on the internet. You're gonna try to speed up nature. You're gonna try all these things. And then you're gonna come back to the powerlessness of being interdependent of the whole system. No matter how hard we try, we always come back to the powerlessness of interdependence. So hang out in the garden, walk in nature. You don't need to name the plants if you don't want to, but you ought to say, well, that's the one that I see that makes me feel this way. Let's take a look around here. Okay, so that's a pine. Pine's a pine. No, that's my joke with my buddy Tom. Maybe it's a Monterey pine, I don't know. That's a Monterey cypress, and that's another pine, okay? Over there, Monterey cypress, but over here gives a completely different experience, okay? See if I got it on here. Right there, okay. All right, here we go. Zooming in. Big old eucalyptus, okay? Non-native. Ah! Here, over here, arbutus, tea trees, which is leptospermum or leptospermum. What else do we got? Some big old yuccas. And over here is called chondropetalum. And over there are some century plants, aka agave, getting ready to flower. Okay? Name them yourself if they give you a feeling. If you have an experience, name them yourself. Also, do I have dirt right here? I've been digging in the dirt all day. Name them, feel them. Say, that's the plant that makes me feel funny inside. That's the plant that makes me feel awe and wonder. That's the plant that makes me feel like I'm so small. Eucalyptus, they're so big. They're so big. The blue gums are so big. I look at them and they tower up way high. There's one right, let's see if I can get it, right there. When I look at that smooth bark, I imagine I'm on that branch, barely hanging on, slippery as a slide. It's so awesome. That's how I feel. This is why I like horticulture. I didn't go looking for it. It's just come to me. When I was a kid, I just planted like marigold seeds. Somebody gave me a coffee can full of marigold seeds, and I threw them in the garden. Well, I threw them in the dirt. That became a garden of marigolds. And then I was like, whoa, I can do that. I can like elicit some response from the soil. So I started planting sunflowers and beets. These things are like great bang for the buck, man. You put sunflower seeds and beet seeds down, you're gonna get tons of return on your investment. They're not hard at all to grow. But I always got a feeling. I could never explain it. There was no why. It just felt good. I go to nurseries, I just feel good. Go to sit on a lawn, I feel good. This channel is about exploring the spiritual and the feeling around plants and taking good care of them. I mean, why take bad care of them? Why beat them up? But, you know, we get to do what we get to do. Take care.